and less likely your competitors will get the upper hand on you. A lot of these lone wolves out there, they always fall to Negan. I'm Negan. What up YouTube, Nate here from Thrift Dweller, and for today's Top 3 Tuesday, I thought it'd be fun to discuss 3 unique ways that I get my retro video games. Personally, I think these are advanced ways of getting retro video games that I'm sharing with you for free. Maybe I should charge some people for this. Ty Lopez of Retro Video Games. Knowledge. If you're a retro video game collector like us, you kind of know the traditional ways of getting retro video games. When we first started on Thrift Dweller, the thrift store obviously was a good resource. Not so much anymore. Yeah, some people do like garage sales. Forget about it. eBay is way too expensive. But if you've been in the game long enough, you kind of developed your own way of getting retro video games. So I wanted to share with you 3 things that I do, and I encourage you to share with us in the comments below 3 unique ways or advanced ways that you get your retro video games. And before I get into my list, quick shout out to everybody who commented on the previous Top 3 Tuesday episode. Your shout out should be scrolling up and down here. I'll try to respond to everyone in a future video coming soon to the channel, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Number 3, the number 3 unique way that I get retro video games. I'm not going to go too in depth with everything that I do. I don't want to give away the secrets. But in general, these are my theories on retro video game collecting. One of the things that I think people should use to their advantage is their sphere of influence, people that they know, interact with on a regular basis. And one of the ways that you can do that is if your workplace does this like mine does. They have like a community board. People post, you can rent my cabin for a week or selling a car. I put a poster there that has been successful for me, letting everybody know that I'm like the retro video game. I didn't even put retro, I put classic. So I'm the classic video game enthusiast of my workplace. I put down, if you have any old video games that you don't want anymore, come see Nate on unit whatever. And I put there, will pay fair money value for classic video game items. And I'm very fair with it. When I say I give you fair money, I mean it, because these are people that I work with every day. I don't want anyone to accuse me of being unfair or ripping them off. So I'm very transparent with these people, because obviously I work with them. They're my friends. They're my work family. You see your people at work more than you see your own family sometimes, right? So I think it's very important to guard your reputation. Like they say in the 48 Laws of Power, guard your reputation at all costs. Even last month, one of my coworkers was really strapped for cash, and she remembered that I'm a retro video game enthusiast, and she came up to me with like a stack of N64 games, and I said, I'm going to be giving you about, 70% of what you could probably get if you took the time to sell this yourself online. But they were okay with that, and they were very fair. They gave me a good deal because it was last minute. I was very honest with them about what they could get for those items, because I'm not very selfish, obviously. I'm on YouTube sharing my secrets with y'all. So there you go. One of the ways to get retro video games is to put it out there. Use your sphere of influence. Put up a poster at work. Sell your games to me, Nate. Give you a good deal. Number 2 on the list. One of the tactics I've implemented is getting a group of friends and forming a retro video game collecting team. Obviously, if you watch Thrift Dweller, you know that this channel is more than just myself, even though I make the majority of the videos on this channel because my friends are lazy little mugs. Ian and Lester on Thrift Dweller, those are my bros, those are my homies. We got each other's back. Gary, as well, has been the latest addition to Thrift Dweller. But beyond that, I kind of have a secret squad, a secret team that I've kind of put together as, our retro video game collecting team. I don't talk about it too much. It's kind of a secret thing. We've stretched beyond our city to other cities in Canada, and we make it fun. We have like a private Facebook group page on YouTube. We have a special name, special little hand signal that we do to each other. But my suggestion would be to, don't make it too big. You want to keep it to an inner circle of people that you trust. But yeah, these are close friends that you share your retro video game collecting goals with. Each of them have their own goals. Like per se, Jason is the TurboGrafx 16 guy or whatever, and 64-bit Matthew is the N64 guy. You help each other achieve your retro video game goals, and they in turn help you, obviously. But the reason I say keep it small is you're kind of giving out your secrets, your tactics for getting retro video games. You don't want everybody to know, right? Because you're gonna just ruin the spots for yourself. So keep it small, keep it a team, keep it to people who you know are fair, and not that you're doing it to get something back, but you know that if you put the good karma out there, they're not gonna be selfish and not give it back to the group. Sometimes we get together, and another way to get retro video games into your collection, have a retro video game poker night. That's what we did. Everyone has a buy-in of a video game that's about 10 or 20 bucks, plus a little bit of cash for a gift card, and that's the pot. And you'll also bounce off each other different ways to get retro video games, different sources that you can work. You can even turn to those people for advice. Every time I have a N64 question, I go to 64-bit Matthew. Not as much anymore. You know, if I have a horror question, it goes to Ed. If I have a pop culture question, it goes to Noah. I just exposed everybody in my group. But yeah, that's my number 2 way of getting retro video games, an advanced way. No man is an island unto himself. The more people you have, the more eyes you have on the ground, more foot traffic you can cover, and less likely your competitors will get the upper hand on you. A lot of these lone wolves out there, they always fall to Negan. I'm Negan. Number 1 unique way that I get retro video games. I did say eBay may be expensive to get retro video games from, but there are advantages to getting them online. You can, they're available, they're there if you want them. You can kind of make an educated decision off a buyer that you buy from, return policies, what have you, but the price sometimes is just dang too high. So a recent thing that I've been doing online is trying to make a little bit of extra money, just not a whole lot or whatever. I don't have an Amazon store or whatever, but I joined a survey website. Now hear me out, some people may be like, man, you get nothing for all the work you put in. I joined this company called Swagbucks. I'm not affiliated with them. Well, I am, but I'm not promoting them. I'm not giving out my personal link to this. Is a non-sponsored video, but I personally have been doing Swagbucks now for about 2 weeks, and I average about $20 a week on Swagbucks. The basic premise of this is you go online, you register, and then you answer surveys for them, and in return they give you what they call Swagbucks, which are redeemable for gift cards, or in my case what I'm shooting for is PayPal bucks, because at the beginning it feels kind of slow that really I could be working, I could get another job and do this. But that's the beauty of a website like Swagbucks. You don't have to get up, take a shower, and at the end of the day it adds up. I was surprised to see what I got after 2 weeks. At this pace, I'm on track to be able to get a first 4 figures statue. That's what I love collecting right now, but for people who know, those first 4 figure statues are kind of expensive. Thank God they do monthly payments, and I'm trying to see if being on Swagbucks is enough to average out to make a payment, or at least a big dent in that payment, to get a statue. It's not going to replace like another income or another job, but in my case, it's hard for me to get another job because I have 2 kids at home. There are some people that swear by 20 minutes a day they get like over $100 a month. The thing with Swagbucks is I'm doing it on a very limited basis. I don't want them tracking me. There's an option to give them your credit card and they can track your spending habits. I don't want any of that. Literally, I'm just doing the online survey part. Now, if you're comfortable with that, maybe something worth checking out, swagbucks.com. I'm not giving my link out because that's not what I'm doing this video for. It's just bringing up this potential way for you to make some money to supplement, and then maybe you can go on eBay and buy a retro video game, buy that box that you need to make a complete in-box video game. I think it's a unique way, it's a new way. I'm kind of testing it out. So far it's been pretty good. I'm hesitant to give it my full endorsement at this time. Let me know what you think about my top 3 unique ways or advanced ways to getting retro video games into your collection, and share some of yours. Share it to the community. I would not expose all my secrets, but give us a general idea of what you do. And maybe I'll go in depth in a future response video of the more advanced ways that I get my retro video games in my collection. Obviously I'm slowing down, so maybe that's why I'm more willing to share some of my secrets with everybody out there. But thank you very much for checking me out on Top 3 Tuesday. Come back next week for the next installment of Top 3 Tuesday. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comments below for a shout out on the next video, and I'll probably respond to it anyways. And subscribe to the channel for more Thrift Dweller. Thank you very much. This is Nate. Peace.